Hello, everybody. Welcome to Lee and Hayley Overtime, the podcast. I'm Lee Cruz, along with Hayley Harmon.
Yes. What's up, everybody, and welcome into a brand new episode of Lee and Hayley Overtime. We're pumped that you're here. We hope that you're doing well. Anyone you want to give a shout out to that you know listens? My sister texted me yesterday, and she listened to last week's episode where she's a big fan of the podcast, where she heard our shout out and appreciated it very much.
She lives in South Carolina, correct?
She does.
Yeah.
So prayers to everyone. My sister is fine, but prayers to everybody if you guys haven't heard those wildfires they've been dealing with this week.
In South Carolina?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well, look at the news.
Tell you what, that paper boy, if he doesn't throw it in the bushes, it's on the roof.
I mean, I tell you what. Anyway, but yeah, I didn't know if you want to shout out anybody. Your cousin. We haven't shouted out your cousin Will in a while that listens.
Oh, Will, yes, he listens. I got another cousin, Chase.
Hi, Chase.
Chase Asher, who, listen to me, son, stop listening. Turn it off.
This is too mature for you.
I don't want you listening anymore.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
He sent me a text the other day, and I forgot to respond to him.
Way to go. I'm glad I asked to keep your family together.
Here, can I read it? Because maybe people would like to help Chase out.
Oh,
He's
I love
asking
it.
for advice.
Okay, hi, Chase. Chase is 20s, mid-20s, late 20s?
I think Chase is 30-something.
Chase is 30-something.
He looks like he's 75, but, he's 30-something.
Oh, okay.
Hey, sometime this month,
I'm sorry.
could we
I don't know why I'm laughing.
could we get lunch or drinks? I'm looking into, well, maybe I shouldn't read this.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute. I'm looking into our past, and I'm finding a lot of family secrets.
I'm looking into things. Yeah, Chase, whatever.
That's what you said?
I'll help him.
Oh, he's needing advice on something.
Well, here, so that way, but it may, I don't want to.
Yeah, you don't. That's a private. He sent that to you in private. He didn't post it on your Facebook wall.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Yeah. Anyway, Chase, we're thinking of you. We love you. And Will, your other cousin who has that precious little daughter, Liza.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Good job.
Thank you. I remember. She's adorable. Every time I run into your cousin a lot, actually, or we used to on the show. I feel like we'd run into him in town. He caught us on because his home is near where we film, and we do our Drive Me Crazy by his house a lot, and he'll catch us on his Ring camera. Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like a lot of times when I see Will and his, what's his beautiful wife's name? Uh-oh.
No, it's Amy.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, you're not going to know.
No, I was reading another correspondence we had. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking up, like, did I miss a question? Because you had that lilt in your voice that goes up.
Every time we've seen them, Liza is usually in some sort of princess costume. And I've maybe only seen her twice in person, but she looks adorable.
I went to Disney once or twice with Liza, and she was my buddy. We had fun.
She's so cute. And how old is she?
Liza, 38.
She was my buddy. Yeah. I'm so bad at kids' ages. She could be 5. She could be 12. I bet she's 7.
No, she's becoming a young lady, so I think she may be
7.
Maybe 8. No, I don't know. I don't know how old my nephews are.
I know.
My youngest nephew, Ryder, he's playing in the championship game coming up this Saturday for his league.
Basketball?
Yeah.
I love it. Okay.
His brother's team fell apart in the postseason.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
A big old goose egg.
Yeah, they had issues.
They had issues.
Team turmoil over there.
Oh, no. Okie dokie, what's going on with you? And I mean that as in go ahead and confess. What's going on with you?
What did I do You know what I did last night? I treated myself to a DoorDash Five Guys cheeseburger. Oh my! I had to pay like $30 for it because it's DoorDash.
Yeah.
Which is stupid.
I know.
But a little tiny Cajun fry came with it.
Oh.
There is no better cheeseburger. And again, you may have heard me on this podcast, but I've done the research. Five Guys is the best hamburger in America.
It is so good.
Now, my second favorite is In-N-Out. And there was a day when I had to be in Vegas. And it was a later flight, and I started my day here in my hometown and ate Five Guys.
Yes.
Then I got on a plane, flew to Vegas, and went straight to In-N-Out and had that. So I could do a side-by-side comparison.
Well, then the final stop should be maybe you have a layover in like Austin, Texas, and you get
Whataburger.
Whataburger. Okay, great news for the Southeast. Did you hear In-N-Out, the famous California burger chain? They're upending their headquarters out of California and moving it to Tennessee.
You know, they're sort of the Chick-fil-A of
Bogus.
bogus, yes.
Bogus.
They are.
Yeah.
You know, like you'll get like a Bible verse on your wrapping. And,
Oh, I just thought you meant in terms of like they're like upscale. Oh, they're Christian based. Oh, well, who knew? I didn't know.
Yeah.
I'll take a verse with my burger and my
Absolutely.
animal style fries. I've only eaten In-N-Out once, and it was 11 years ago when I went to see my cousin and his wife in San Diego, California. And I ate it, and it was delightful. But I've never had it again. But I have such fond memories.
I got to remember to next time do an animal style. It's a dressing or something they put
Yeah.
on.
But anyway, so I'm looking forward to when I go. So obviously they're moving their headquarters to Tennessee, which means they're opening tons of locations in Tennessee, which is where I am from and my family still lives, my parents. And so I cannot wait to, when I go home, have one. Maybe I'll put one in a cooler and bring it back here for you.
Yeah. I don't know if that would be good. I was a little worried about because the drive time. What I like about Uber Eats more than DoorDash, it appears to me Uber Eats picks your food up and brings it right to you before they will get something else. It appears the DoorDash people run around, get a bunch of orders, and then deliver them, and I'm always the last guy to get my food.
Yeah. So,
And they go-
you do both. You do DoorDash and Uber Eats.
Yeah, the other day I had to get DoorDash.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't
and
want
How
to.
did you get through it?
But I had a guest that was demanding something from Drake's
And it was only offered on DoorDash.
And I
you
tried to go through Drake's, but all they want to do is hook me up with DoorDash. So anyway,
Fine, I'll do it.
so I did that.
So you did that. Well, good. See, I'm only do DoorDash because I have Dash Pass that gets me free
Now,
delivery.
what is that? They keep trying to push that on me.
Okay.
And you know how I am. I won't fall for that stuff.
Okay. Well, Dash Pass is $10 a month.
Oh, a subscription.
But if most orders, your delivery fee and delivery fee plus taxes and fees, all that other stuff is like $10 anyway.
See, I'm going back to Uber.
So
You know why? Because Uber's offering something called Uber One or something like that.
do you have it?
I'm about to.
You could be saving so much money.
Because I use Uber all the time to get my tuchus around town sometimes, especially in the winter.
Oh, yeah. You do
And-
use Uber a lot. So
and-
Uber
and
and Uber Eats.
they apply.
Oh, yeah. You got to get the membership. Because that's how they get you. That's why one burger was $30. It could have probably been like $21 had you had the membership.
Still ridiculous.
Well, but if you use it once or twice a month, it pays for itself. I use DoorDash, I don't know, 5 times a month at least.
Yeah.
Like at least once a week I'm ordering. Usually once on the weekend I order brunch. And then a couple times a week
Yeah.
for dinner.
What's going on with my nose?
Is this a riddle? Like, what do we need?
Well, I'm breaking out for some reason.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I'm
you do have
like I'm a kid.
2 little blemishes. I didn't notice them until you pointed them out. But now
Could
that's
you
all
not?
I see.
I know, that's all I see.
Oh, my.
When I look in the mirror, I was like, well, I woke up this way. Like, what is this? What am I, 15?
Are you using any different products?
You know me.
No.
I
You're
go
using the
right
same,
to bed.
Right to bed. You shower in the morning, don't you?
Well, of course I shower in the morning.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. When
I
you-
don't even really wash my face.
Huh.
That's residual from shampoo and shaving.
You know what it probably is? It's probably dry skin. Because in the winter we have dry skin, and then your dry skin can clog your pores and all that.
So it's not gin blossoms from drinking too much.
Have you ever had a gin blossom? It is so good.
Have you seen old guys who drink a lot in their nose? The way
Yeah.
cauliflower's out?
Yeah. It's sad.
I'm terrified of that.
Well, you don't drink that much.
I don't know, do I?
I don't know. Do you?
What's in this coffee?
Oh my gosh, I just realized I've not been taking any notes on this podcast. And I have to write the description every week that goes in the notes of each episode. What's it going to be? I'm going to type.
Here's
right,
what you know what
right
we
now,
should do?
I'm writing Gin Blossom.
Because I know you also come up with the title. The title should be
Okay.
Chase Makes Big Life Changes. Chase Asher makes big life changes.
Cheers to Chase Asher. Chase, and so is his last name Asher or
Yeah,
middle name? Okay,
Asher, no,
Chase
that's the last name.
Asher makes big
So
life
his
changes.
dad was my doctor when I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Bennett.
Dr.
Asher.
Bennett? Oh, Bennett Asher. Dr. Asher.
He had the longest fingers of any man you've ever met.
Hello, Lee.
Oh my gosh.
There was a famous old viral video that my friends and I would watch in college, and it was called Salad Fingers. And it was a guy, like a cartoon. The guy had like long, it's like lettuce fingers. Like, I don't even know. It was weird.
So I'm really starting to enjoy my show, Mo, even more.
The Netflix show, Mo, M-O.
Yeah, and I apologize to this. He's a comic, so there's a brotherhood. I feel connected to this guy.
Yeah.
Because, he was a stand-up, and then he pitched a show, and God bless Netflix for picking it up, but I love it.
Yeah.
And it's not a Ted Lasso kind of, I'm going to sit there and bawl like a baby, but I do giggle quite a bit.
Well, good. That's all you can hope for.
And I worry about him. I worry about the main character because he does a lot of dumb stuff for the right reason. He's trying to protect his family, but he should be honest. That's his girlfriend. That right now I'm at the episode. I think it's the last episode of the first season.
Take a breath.
I can't.
You're talking like
I don't have much time.
I got to get this out.
And she's really upset, and I think they broke up because he's doing things that he shouldn't be doing. And she goes, "Why didn't you tell me?" But he was really trying to protect them.
Yeah.
Because he's doing some things he shouldn't be.
Mo
got involved with the wrong kind of crowd.
Did you just call him Momo?
I think his actual name is Muhammad.
Oh, Muhammad. Oh, yeah. I'm sure Mo's a nickname.
You know what I thought of you today on the drive?
Really?
I talk to myself nonstop.
Yes.
And I enjoy myself.
I'd crack myself up.
I'll walk around the house and I'll, comment on this or that. And
I do love that.
And I'll giggle because that was funny.
Yeah.
But this morning I'm, in a pretty decent mood. And Creep from Radiohead came on.
One of the creepiest yet best songs
sometimes ever. I'll jock up the intro. That's an old radio term.
For intro, yeah, like, no.
It's 68 degrees outside right now. Here's Radiohead. And you stop talking right before the lead singer starts
What do they
singing.
call that? Hit the post?
Yeah, hit the post or peg the post. Anyway, and I said something about...
And you're in your car?
Yeah, I'm saying this out
and you're
loud.
hitting the post, okay.
And how did I say it? They had me. I was saying that they played this when I walked in, and then I meant to say when I walked out. I went to a party and they played this when I walked in, and then they played it again when I walked out.
And you're alone in your car.
I'm alone in my car.
I love it.
But I didn't say walked out.
What'd you say?
What I said was they played this when I walked in and when I left out. And then I thought, that is the kind of thing that Hayley Catherine Harmon will jump on and beat me up over. So now I feel I'm alone in feeling shame because of you.
Finally, all the work I've put in has paid off. I don't even have to be there to achieve my evil motives. Left out. So I do hear people say that, and I feel like a lot of times that means when I envision a farmer leaving out with a trailer of horses at 4 a.m. And we left out at 4 a.m. To make it to In-N-Out before nightfall.
Yeah.
They played this when I walked in and when I left out.
One of my favorite memories with my buddy Scott Wilson was I was over at his house, and his son Garrett just bought Rockstar or whatever the...
Oh, yeah, where you try to play at the same time.
They bought the big one, though. They bought... It had the guitar. It also had...
the drum set?
The drum set and a microphone.
Oh, my gosh.
So you could karaoke the thing, and we had to hit the notes. And I think I was playing drums, and Garrett was playing guitar, and we're doing Radiohead Creep, and Scott is singing this.
Oh.
And it's just him really getting into the lyrics about being a creep.
Really becoming one.
He felt it. Yeah. Scott, he's like me. He can't really sing at all.
Well,
but
it's just about the performance. Mm-hmm. And were you in awe?
No,
jealous?
I was laughing. It was a fun moment.
At how much he was really sinking into the song.
Well, I just thought, these three guys are never going to get laid. That's what I kept thinking.
Yeah. Did you say it out loud?
We're playing a child's game.
How old was Garrett at this time?
We're jamming. He was probably 15.
Okay.
And
then you two adult
Scott
men.
and I are jamming out, and we're really into it, though.
You're into it more than Garrett is, probably.
And Scott's singing, I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here?
I love that song. It is like creepy and weird, but it's so good.
But it was the anthem for every nerd out there.
Yeah.
Because that's how you feel, isolated.
Yeah, sure.
Still do. And I'm the coolest guy you know.
That's right.
But I still feel like Radiohead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you know.
You never had to deal with that being the homecoming queen and all that nonsense.
Deal with what? Feeling left out?
Isolated or left out or not good enough.
Yeah. Maybe not in the exact way you did, but
The traditional way.
Not the traditional way, but as a female in the middle school girl environment, cliques and things like that. Like I was always, pretty popular, but
Middle school? I felt
middle
this
school,
way
high school.
until my 30s.
Oh, well, I cannot identify with that, and I'm not being mean. I'm just telling you, no, I can't identify with that. But there are times in my life where girls love to be mean and isolate each other in cliques, and you're no longer in this group, or you're in this group, and you're a loser if you hang out with those people. Like even there's strife even at the top of the high school, middle school girl food chain. Mm-hmm. So even though, I was pretty, in the in crowd, I suppose you'd say, there were still problems in that. Because it's all, especially girls, it starts out fun and games and everybody starts competing with one another. And I hate that. Mm-hmm. I never understood that about some girls growing up. And then in my adult life, I totally don't understand it when women are not supportive of other women. I've never once worked, and I worked in a pretty competitive field, like now, in TV now, but before that I was in news where there's only so many female reporter and anchor jobs. And so you are competing for those jobs, but I've never been the type, and I'm very happy that I wasn't, where I couldn't be happy for another girl or where I felt like I needed to compete with.
You're pretty good about that.
Every girl I've worked with, and there are girls that are 10 times more talented than me, 10 times prettier than me, and I never once was like, I know those girls. Her down. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You always kicked me out of the clique.
I never could get them to come work with me.
But unfortunately, I've run into a lot of women that are the opposite and would just gut you for no reason, just to make themselves feel better. And I've never been that way. I'm very of the mindset with women of there's enough for all of us. There's enough here for all of us. We can all have great jobs in this field.
That is the number one bugaboo of our CFO, Sandy.
Yeah.
Sandy, very well accomplished accountant who essentially ran a TV station, should have been given the job, but because the glass ceiling was never allowed in the old boys club.
Yeah.
And now is our CFO. But I know when she gets angry is when women, especially, do things as you're describing.
And revert to being middle school girls. They're mean.
It lights her up. Because, her being more of a pioneer had to work twice as hard to get where she is. And then she sees pettiness coming around from women who are standing on her shoulders. And boy, does it piss her off.
Yeah. Yeah. It just makes me, I don't feel like I'm better than these other women that have to operate that way. It makes me feel sad for them that they don't think enough of themselves to see themselves on an equal plane with the other women. Because that's the thing, in my opinion, they think badly of themselves. So the only way they can get ahead is to tear others down. And I'm not conceited or anything like that, but I just believe in myself enough where I'm like, I see us as all the same.
Now
like we're all fine.
Take this question however you want. Would you rather...
Where do you get off?
Would you rather work for a man or a woman?
Oh, well...
Now, there's a lot of variables there, of course. But in a generic sense, which would make you feel more comfortable?
Well, I've always worked for men. So for me, that's normal. So I will say I prefer to work for a man only because that's what I'm used to. I think it would be weird for me to have a female boss. Yeah. Because my entire adult career, even when summer jobs I had as a kid and in college, I always worked for a man. So that's normal to me. So it's not that I necessarily prefer it. It's comfortable to me.
I have worked for some dudes that I didn't care for at all.
Oh, I'm not saying I liked most of those guys.
And they didn't have the leadership skills needed. They were sort of beta males, if you know what I mean.
Sure.
I would prefer probably to work for a woman.
Yeah.
And I maybe because I like the nurturing aspect of it. Also, maybe because...
Can you hold me at the end of this meeting?
I feel like I can manipulate them better than I can a man.
Sure.
And that.
I love the honesty.
Yeah, no, I would, because there's going to be days I don't feel like doing something, and I could manipulate the female more than I can the dude who's going to tell me, what do you mean you don't feel like it? See, I see this in the dynamic here in the office. When Nua doesn't feel like something, he doesn't feel like doing something, I see you and Nikita and Bridget rally to his aid. Now, I'm reading
Give me an
him.
example. What do you mean he
Well,
doesn't
Nua's like,
feel?
do we have to do that? Do we have to, whatever it is he may not want to do. And
I guess I don't see him doing that. So I don't
he's
really...
done it. He's done things where he said, I don't, whatever.
I don't want to shave Lee's back,
Yeah.
please.
And so whatever it may be.
It's something that he's like, I don't want
And
to
by the way, just let me qualify this. Nua works very hard. He's one of the hardest working guys we've ever had. And one of the most talented kids we've ever had.
Yeah. He's amazing.
But there are times I see him trying to get away with stuff. And I know that because I used to be him.
I was going to say, because you're like, no.
Every little manipulation that he thinks he's pulling, I've already pulled 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So I know what he's up to. Mm-hmm. But I see you guys give him sympathy when I wouldn't. So I know he could get away with it with you guys. And with me, I'm like, hell no, do it. And then you guys act like I'm the bad guy.
Well, because it's very different being called a dick than a bitch.
What?
Like, men are like, you don't care. Like, if Noah was like, God, Lee's a dick, he made me do that. But if he's like, God, Hayley's a bitch, like, that's horrible.
Why is that any different?
It just is.
Whose standard? Yours?
I guess.
Well, that's just myopic. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, I'm just saying from my own personal experience. And part of it is I can't stand for anybody to be upset with me or not like me. But also, it's like, it's in our culture, once a woman is like, oh, she's a bitch, you just write her off. It's like, it's almost like a badge of honor if they're like, that guy's a dick. Sorry for so much cursing, but this is the truth in my mind.
And those are the women right there I do like to work for, because those women are the ones who need to be flirted with the most.
I don't like this. You're making me uncomfortable.
Good. I'm serious.
I've never flirted with a male boss. I'll say that.
Well, that's your choice.
I find that
I
incredibly
don't try to
stupid.
No, wait a minute. I'm not taking it outside of the office.
That's not what I'm saying, but you're flirting to get things at work. Like, don't make me do my job.
No, I'm getting them to align with me.
How would they align? You're getting them to give you what you want, which is an extra day off or a long lunch.
No, I'm not doing that. What I'm doing is to have their loyalty and trust in case there is an issue. I want them on my side.
Why don't you just do a good job at your job and then they'll be on your side?
I'm busy. I don't have time for that.
Busy flirting. I don't know. I just always try to
No, those are the women that need a little extra attention.
Oh, you know what they need? The women that are seen as mean?
Yeah, because they feel that they have to step into the masculine role, and they're missing out on the effeminate. And that's when I walk up and go, my goodness, you look wonderful today.
You sure know it all, don't you?
I don't.
Nobody likes to know it all. Have you seen? I saw a TikTok the other day, and a girl goes, "Someone said to me the other day, no one likes to know it all," and I said, "Oh wow, so you finally admit it? I know it all." Anyway, okay. Well, where do we go from here?
I don't know.
Let's say there's like an office situation, which I don't know if you've seen it, where Ryan becomes a corporate employee, where he used to be according to Michael, his protege, the young business degree holder. Mm-hmm. Well, then Ryan gets promoted to corporate, so now he's Michael's boss. What if, let's say all of a sudden something happens?
Is this, what's this, BJ Novak?
BJ Novak.
Yeah.
And Sue Carell. What if one day something happens and I'm like, Lee, we've had to switch things up. We promoted Nua. He's now your direct advisor.
Well, within time, give him a few years, he'll be great. I think
it's today.
He'd be
it's
very
happening
capable.
today.
He's not
your
ready.
boss today.
He's not ready.
Well, I already promoted him because
Oh,
I felt so sorry for him. I had to go. I was like, "What can I make you feel better with? I'm promoting you. You're now Lee's manager." Well, how would you rather work for a woman or a man 15 years younger than you?
Oh, a woman. Easy.
Yeah, cool. Because you're intimidated. Why not the young man? Why not the young man?
I'm not intimidated.
Then what is it?
Well, I would rather.
You think you know more than him?
Well, I might, but that's not the case. I don't trust him.
Why don't you trust him? Not just newer, but let's say someone gets hired that's whip smart.
Okay, someone with inexperience that is given responsibility in a position, they're going to make mistakes and they're going to be afraid that they're not qualified for that. And all of that's going to come to play, and there's going to be mistakes made, as opposed to someone with enough experience who's been there before and dealt with the dynamic of different personalities.
Will you give him?
I'd work for the woman all day long.
Okay, but let's say she's been killed. Okay,
She's
Your
been killed.
only option now is to work.
I walked away from a surgery because the doctor looked like a kid. I wasn't going to let him touch me. And he may have been great, but I did not feel comfortable at all.
Well, Lee, I got bad news. When you're 80 and you need a knee replacement, there's not going to be a doctor older than you.
Oh, there's going to be some
Harrison Ford walks in.
shaking hand dude up there.
Now, I accidentally cut out your gallbladder, too. Okay, well.
The most horrific story in medicine
is about to come your way.
Do you remember? And I knew the lawsuit. I'd read about it. This has been 20 years ago. And I was stunned.
Show me what that looked like.
Shocked.
When you're reading it, what did that face look like?
What?
You're stunned. Guys, if you're watching the video version, enjoy this facial acting by Lee. You're reading it. Show me the reaction.
What?
Oh, that was it.
Yeah. A man sued a urologist because he had to have some sort of surgery.
Okay.
And while he's under anesthesia, they found some form of cancer on his penis and decided, without his consent, to amputate his penis. How they convinced the jury that was proper is beyond me.
They did convince the jury?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
He sued and lost. And I was shocked. So when I'm under anesthesia, I lose my autonomy. You do whatever you want to my body, I guess.
I don't like that at all.
I don't either.
And I'm not even a penis holder.
That's why anytime I have any kind of procedure, I wear a chastity belt.
A metal one, like in
Yes.
Robin Hood Men in Tights
Right.
with a key.
Padlock, the whole thing.
Imagine you go into surgery and they're like, wait.
But that poor man.
That is
And
horrific.
it may have been riddled with stage 4.
Yeah, but you can't bring him out and say, hey,
Right.
we need to schedule another surgery tomorrow.
I need to do this tomorrow, but I need you to know and give me your consent because I'm about to take your manhood.
That is awful.
At least let him say goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah, there may have been no other option, but you got to let him prepare for it. To wake up with no twig?
Right.
Lord.
I could not. I don't know. I would.
cannot.
If I was on that jury, I'd have whipped 11 people. I'm like, hell no.
Lee, I
we're
don't
going
think
to
you're
give.
allowed to whip anyone in this
We're
state.
going to give that man the entire hospital. We're going to name it after him.
His name
The
is
Ernest
Peter.
Johnson.
Oh, we got some
Little Johnson Hospital.
Little Johnson Hospital in memoriam.
Unbelievable.
Wow, that's so insane. I cannot believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's pour one out for Peter Johnson. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's see. We've got some questions submitted by our staff, as always.
All right. Let's see. We didn't get a lot, I'll tell you that. Although there was one.
Well, Nua's protesting since you won't work for him.
There was one last week we got, I think. Oh, no, we did that one. Okay. Here we are. This is from Jordan. By the way, if you want to write to us, you can. It's Lee at Lee and Haley.
Nope, it's ideas at Lee and Haley.
Yeah, don't send it to me. I'll never forward that. Ideas at leeandhaley.com.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
What's one thing you regret this year?
Oh, yeah, this was submitted by one of our staff members' friends. What's one thing I regret this year? Gosh. And I guess nothing, really? Not that I live a life where I'm not like, oh, I should have done that.
Well,
but nothing jumps to mind, big or small. I guess small, I got to be better about taking all my supplements. I got a lot of supplements I take, and most mornings I wake up and I'm like, oh, I forgot to take that one.
You're so disappointing.
What do you want, Lee?
Something heartfelt. Something a real deep regret.
What's yours?
I'll tell you what. Earlier today, I sent a tasteful nude to Noah Day, our our technical director. I don't know. No, he's got a new title. It's
Well, Lee, you gave him the title and you never freaking remember what it is. So you make us talk like this, like we don't know who he is.
What is his title?
Who cares?
Anyway, it's his birthday at the time of this taping. So I sent him a tasteful nude. It's Austin Powers style. It's from
It's
the
covered.
I'm holding a gigantic mug.
His Little Johnson Hospital is covered by a gigantic coffee
thermos.
mug.
It's a thermos.
Yeah.
And I said, "Happy birthday, buddy! Free cup of coffee on me." With the photo, and I'm imagining Noah opening this up in a meeting. He is written back, and it's ha 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 ha. Thank you so much. Then he says, "This is the best birthday wish I've gotten so far." This was actually a professional photo shoot.
Yeah, someone did a photo shoot, and it was like a gag you had done where we forced you to open an OnlyFans. And we took some hilarious, very tasteful photos in the office, but to get us, you had someone come and hit Austin Powers type where everything's covered, but like barely. So hilarious.
Yeah, it was fun. Laughed and laughed.
Giggled and giggled.
That's when I was in shape.
Yeah. And what happened?
I ate my feelings.
Okay, real quick, we have time for one more. If each of the staff was a Disney character, who would they be?
Well, let me think about that. I guess
Kelly is
well,
Glenda.
you and I would. Let's just go
Oh.
a Disney character. Oh, I thought she meant like Disney characters.
Oh, I don't know.
So
okay.
that would mean you and I would be Mickey and Minnie.
Oh, okay, yeah. See, you might know more about Disney than me. So we're
Then-
Mickey and Minnie.
Yes. Noah Day would be Goofy.
Yeah, for sure.
Tall and goofy.
and goofy.
I guess Noah would be Donald Duck, angry and
Oh my gosh, Kelly could be Daisy Duck.
Daisy Duck.
Oh, so cute. The little
Yes.
outfit. Oh, precious.
now this is where it gets difficult.
Nikita and Bridget.
Well, Nikita could be either like one of the Disney princesses, or they both could actually.
Oh my gosh.
Nikita-
Blue looks so good on Nikita.
Sleeping.
Cinderella.
Oh, or Cinderella. They're even better. Cinderella.
Bridget could be Snow White. We just have to pin her hair up. She's got that beautiful alabaster skin
Don't
and
eat
the
that
dark
apple.
hair. Bridget, you put down that apple.
Gal Gadot's playing the evil queen
She is.
in the live not live animation, but live version of Snow White.
I love it. So there you go. That's us. Picture us as Disney characters. We got to wrap this one up. We are headed to a very exciting shoot as soon as this is over, which you will see soon on the show. Little sneak peek here, little teaser for those of you that are watching the video version. I'm not going to say what it is if you're just listening.
Oh, where we're headed.
Yeah, where we're headed.
We're excited.
We are very excited. So anyway, thank you for listening. Rate, review, subscribe, like right here if you watch us on the Kentucky Sports Radio YouTube channel. Follow us on social media. Just search Lee and Hayley, and then check your local listings. Our home market for our weekday TV show, The Lee and Hayley Show. We are weekdays at noon on Fox 56 in Lexington, Kentucky. Thanks so much. We love you. God loves you. Hang in there. Until next time.